Hi, this is MRJJA from the MRJJA Academy. This is my assistant instructor, Tommy Spear. And today for MNNMMANEWS.com, we're going to execute a Kimura from the north-south position. So first of all, we got to determine what a good north-south position is. And I got my opponent down. It usually happens just like the knee in the belly, off a transition from side control. So I'm fighting on the ground, maybe looking for strikes, maybe looking for submissions, and all of a sudden there's this opportunity to move towards the head. So what I got to do here when moving towards the head is first of all, let go of his head. Because otherwise, obviously, I'm going to drag him with me once I start moving that way. So let go of the head. The other thing I need to do is to use this arm. I'm going to go underneath my belly, and ideally, I want to brush his arm to the front. So you will see what happens here as I circle. So as I circle, I'm moving his arm to the front, so I end up with both arms under my control here. When I get to be on the belly, the position of the arms will dictate what I can do. Ideally, both arms to the front are the most offensive position I can find myself in here. Both arms to the back is not too bad. What I don't want is his elbows in and the blade of his hands by my armpits, because I'm very limited in what I can do here, and there are a lot of escape opportunities for him. So if I did everything right, I ended up with the arms under my control. I'm going to pass that arm to the center here and isolate it as much as possible. And I'm going to get in a more offensive position by pushing down on the far arm and moving up to this position here. Okay? So you can see it here. I'm going to change the angle a little bit. That I am trapping his arm and getting it out of the equation. And I'm supporting Tommy here sideways by using my knee against the shoulder blade. Foot is planted on the ground. My arm is being, his arm here is under my control, and my arm is applying pressure towards me to keep that control and avoid him. I don't want this to be too loose because he's going to go down and grab my leg or grab his own hand here. So make sure that you get that trap interior ready to go. There are a few options here. You can do inverted armbar, and Kimura. Today we're going to cover the Kimura. So what I want to do is chop in with this arm, and at the same time we're going to shrug that right shoulder. And that will bend his arm, and I catch it right away with my hand on his wrist here. So I was here, I catch that thing. I don't want it to go down. Once again, the lower it gets, the more he's going to defend. He's going to grab onto stuff. He can grab onto his shorts, to my leg, to my shorts, the ref doesn't see it, and to his own hand. So not a good position. So what I want is this to happen here, so that his forearm is parallel to the mat. Not lower than that. I lock on my own wrist. I bring my elbows in together, and try not to use this as an arm movement, but just use your whole body to pivot this arm to the other side. Okay? So I start into the side control position. Maybe I'm looking for some punching, strikes. Maybe I'm looking for a submission. For whatever reason, I find the urge to move to the head. I'm going to let go of the head and control the arm, circle, and trap this arm already. This other arm is pushed down. I transition into my attack position here. So this arm is stapled out of the way. I don't have to put too much pressure with my shin on his biceps. Just have your knee touching the ground and your toes touching the ground. The other arm is exposed for the taking. I'm going to chop into this position, bring it with my whole body. I'm going to circle it. And that's the Kimura from the north-south position. Thank you for watching. You can check us out at www.MNNMMANEWS.com and www.MRJJA.com.